Welcome back. We're going to be working down this list a little bit more. So we've done the return policy and the privacy policy here. And so now we're going to go, that was the easy one. So we're going to go down and do the rest. And I'm just going to do this in order. And as I hit the pages, we're going to be learning a little bit more things as we go. Like for instance, in the coupons page, we're obviously going to need to create some coupons that people can use. And then of course set up a nice little place for people to go and get coupons. And of course you need to maintain this, of course, and that's if you did set up a page like this. I did, and then we're going to go down to the FAQs, which is going to require us to download a plugin for frequently asked questions, and where we can fill that out and have that up on our site. And this Freeline bundle, I'll be taking you on this one to create a product. And then we're going to take that product, put it on this page, and do some basically like a landing page around this bundle. Happy customers, and we're going to be taking the customers' testimonials, which is just up here. So we're going to be adding that to that page. And then we're going to keep going down here, and we're going to this is one I'd like you to do yourself if you have something like this where I've put how it's made, but I'll be going through that high speed. In season favorites is going to be just a page of products that I've considered in season. We'll be using maybe some filters for that. And that looks like it. The last bit of it, I'm going to be going through really quickly and going through these pages and making sure, and this is super important, that your search engine friendliness information has been updated. So I did have a previous video on this that was optional, but I did want to explain it again right away, just to refresh that. And I recommend maybe going back if you missed it. This Yoast SEO is you don't have to get this plugin, but you can, and it helps really help you to drive traffic to your website, and it's very valuable. So please go back to that video if you haven't, and read up about search engine friendliness. So of course I'm going to go through all my pages and make sure I've updated this information to get this green, there's a little light thing here, get it nice and green to as much as possible. Now sometimes I can't get everything in there that they need, but I'm going to get as much as possible because that's going to really help with search engine friendliness. So I'm going to make sure I do that for all the pages as well. And that's it. So let's get started. Let's go to the coupons page here. So I'm just going to right click on that and open in a new tab. Okay, and that's just going to open here on this tab. Okay, so here I'm going to put a page dedicated to coupons. Now, I don't have any coupons yet. So let's make coupons. To do that, we want to go over here to WooCommerce. And if you hover your mouse over to WooCommerce, on the left-hand side here, and it's going to have some stuff that comes up, and coupons is one of them. So just right-click on that and open it in a new tab so we don't leave this page. Okay, and so we're in the coupon section. So we are going to be creating some coupons. So let's do that now. Up at the top here, we have the button Add a Coupon. Okay, and so this is the coupon code. Now, generally what you want to do is make the coupon code not guessable, but you want it obviously something that's relevant to what you're doing. So let's say that you are doing a coupon for 10% off for new customers. So I'm going to put new 10, something like that. So 10% discount for new customers. Okay, so this is the description of it, and I'm just going to capitalize that just to make it consistent. Okay, and then down here we will have the discount type, so you can have a fixed price for what's in the card. I'm going to do percentage discount, okay, and I'm going to put it at 10, so that's 10%. If you hover your mouse over that, you can see, so 10% of that. Okay, this is now this is to allow free shipping. So if you wanted to do just a coupon for free shipping, you can do that. Now you can set an expiry date if you want. So let's say you're going to run that promotion for a month or something, say the end of August, so you can expire that. Now keep in mind, if you're expiring coupons, make sure that you go back and update them or change them, because we're going to be putting them in one of our pages there. And of course, you want some coupons that you might be secret, and those are given to certain people. Maybe somebody won something from you and you've given them a specific coupon that they can use. You can do all that here. So usage restriction, minimum spend. So you can say, hey, you have to have a minimum of $100 or whatever. So here's where you put some of those constraints in there, or a maximum spend that you can do. And of course, you can hover your mouse over here and it gives you some insight into that. Okay. So individual use only. This can only be used just by itself. So you don't want any compounding coupons. If you do want it compounding, then don't check that off. Exclude sale items. Well, I wouldn't want to do that. You can also set it for specific products. So I can search for them here and the products will come up. You can exclude them, even certain ones in certain categories. You can even restrict certain people that have certain email addresses, like let me just see what it says here. A list of allowed emails to check against customer billing email. I don't think I'd probably use that too much, but you can play around with that. So those are those. And then if I go to usage limits here, now usage limits per coupon. Now this is if you were going to have a coupon special for somebody, then you would obviously you can only use this coupon once, and you would give that coupon specifically to one person. If it's a bit like discount 50% and it's somebody won it. You can also do a certain amount of items or per user. So I would say this is the one I want because it's for new customers, once for new customers. So you become a customer, you get access to this coupon, and that's it. So that's how I would do that one. I'm going to publish that. So now we have a coupon. It's good till August. You can even make it a little bit more descriptive by, let's say, like AUG or something like that, or just extend this maybe to the end of the year, right? And so you don't have to keep going back, like you just given everybody that discount. So there we go. So now we have a coupon. We can add it to our page and have somebody be able to use this information. So what I would do is go over here to my page that I'm editing, and we're going to use the front end editor. So I'm going to click on front end. Now, one thing to keep in mind too is remember the SEO, to do that if you can, and anything else here that you would want to check off or make sure works for your site. So we're going to come back here and check that, make sure it's all okay, because we're setting this page up from scratch, which is something that we haven't done yet. We've always been editing pages that exist. So I'm going to use front end editor and have that open. Now, if you notice right away, it's come up in sort of this blog style where I've got this sidebar here. So I definitely don't want the sidebar here, at least this anyways. I want it to be a full page like my other ones. And so I can get rid of that. So I'm going to do that now. So that's why I opened a new window, right? I can just close it, come back here. I can open up the coupons again. Okay, and I'm going to go down and see where that setting is for the sidebar. And you can look on here to see if it has anything here. Okay, or you can go down and find exactly where they have that setting. Okay, so here it is right here, sidebar position. I'm going to put without a sidebar. Okay, and there we have the header text color. We can change these and stuff. And we can also make sure that we're going to put a banner in this page as well after. So let's do that. Let's save that. Let's update that. And then we're going to go to the front end editor again. And add this coupon. here we go. Now that sidebar is gone. We got rid of it. Great. So now it says, hey, you have a blank page. Start adding some content. Excellent. Okay, so let's add an element. So what we want to do is probably have them they already know it's a coupons page. So let's get them something right away that they can use without having to scroll too much. That can frustrate people too. You kind of want the main stuff up near the top so that your customer doesn't get impatient with your site and just drop off of it because they're just tired of looking for stuff. So let's find something that's really good that they can use for a coupon. So I think I'm going to use this call to action. So call to action is a really good in your face, hey, look at this block. So we're going to play with this. Right away it doesn't look good, but we're gonna actually do some editing, make it look really great. And so I would probably put something like new customer just joined, get this, use this coupon code at checkout. Okay, so there we go. And if I scroll up, I've still got some more. So the heading here is, hey, first heading, so 10% off for new customers, right? Now we're gonna look down, make sure we have everything nice. Now we're not using rounded, we're gonna use square because the template is very square. And let's see, color. If you wanted to change the color, you can. I don't know how that's gonna look too much until we save it. Okay, so it's just got this green here on the text, which not really. It doesn't really go with what we're doing here. So I'm just gonna leave it white. Okay, and if I go down here a little bit more, I've got extra stuff. So add a button. Well, sure. Let's do it at the bottom. Okay, and we're going to add an icon. Now the icon, hopefully we have something to do with coupons in here. So let's see, let's do it on the left, and it should be there. Let's see what that looks like. And we lost the text. Now we lost the text because I chose white. Obviously this is the text color. Let's do that. Or do we not have a default? Yeah, so the default I'm going to use is classic. Okay, just save that. And okay, so that's back there. All right. And now we have this option over here for button. Okay, so the text on the button, and the button doesn't have to go anywhere, but you could put like this, new 10. So there we go. That's that. We're gonna say, let's see, that's what happens when you put black. We're gonna square out that button a little bit. Okay, and then now let's put the color on this one a little bit more prevalent, and let's see if we can't get maybe our green that we had or something close to it. I don't really give you too many options here. How about this one? Okay, let's save those and see what it looks like. So there it is, new code 10. It's right here. And so let's see, normal. We can make it large, so it's really in your face. Now we can go that. Okay, and there we go. So we say that. Now we have this icon over here that we added when we clicked on icon on the general one. And let's see if we can find, so we're using the icon library Font Awesome, so you're aware of that library. If I click on this, I should be able to find an icon. Let's see if I can find one that's really good for coupons. Now there might be something like tag. Yeah, here we go. So sort of like a sale price tag one. And I don't like the blue. We're kind of going with green. All right, so there's that. Okay, and size is normal. We can make it large. Let's see what happens when it grows. Let's make it extra large. We'll go ahead and save that. All right. Just make sure it's saved. Okay, and now what I want to do is just give it a background shape here. So I just chose background circle, and we'll just leave it gray. And just give it a little bit more dimension to that icon. So you can see the circle there, a little background circle. So I can see that I'm not really happy with the look of this. So we're actually going to just change this. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to squish it 2 columns in here instead of 1. And maybe we can just make it a little bit bigger. So a lot of this is trial and error. See what you like, see what fits, see how everything goes together here. All right, I'm going to edit it and just move some stuff around. So what I'm looking for here is specifically the margin. So this is where you want to see, because the icon is off to the side there a little bit, and I want to try, maybe you can pull it over a little bit. I'm just going to see what it looks like here first. So like I said, this stuff is trial and error. These are built by somebody else, so you kind of have to work within that. So I'm just doing some tests here to see how it reacts. By adding a margin, some padding, it didn't really do anything. It kind of shifted over the wrong way almost. So I'm just going to delete that. Okay, and then just save it and close it. And we'll think of a different strategy here on what we can do. So let's edit it here. Okay, I'm going to actually put the icon in a different position. So it's not playing nice on the side. So I'm just going to put it on the top. And maybe we'll animate this card. So I'll just have that fade in down so that the whole sort of coupon card is animated. Okay, so there it's coming down. All right, and just see what it looks like. Okay, now we'll go up a little bit. Let's look at the alignment. I think it would look better centered. So put that there, save it. Just give it a second. Okay, now those are in the center. And so we just got to get that button in the center. So I'll have to click on the button tab there and then scroll down. All right, and alignment center. All right, close. All right, so it looks good. I think it's still a little bit big, so let's just make it into 2 even sized columns there. All right, so I still have the empty column, but this side looks really good. Okay, so let's just update that. And now let's add a new element here, and we'll add a single image. So what we're going to do is make an image that kind of goes together with the coupon. So I'm going to pick an image here. When I create it, I'm just going to drag it in. And once I get it here, there we go. Okay, and so there it is. We're going to add that, and we'll save those changes and see what it looks like. Okay, and it's probably a little bit small. Yeah, that's because I didn't see it on the side, so we're just going to type in the large size image. So you have to manually type it in according to the instructions there. Save it. Okay. All right. It's looking good. So, but what I do want to do is sort of squish it in closer to the side here, so it's just on the edge. So I'll just maybe back it off a little bit. So I did -35. Now I'm doing -30. There. Now it's kind of looking like he's caught that coupon. So catch a deal. He's caught the coupon, and we're going to update it. All right, let's take a look. It's updated. And I'm going to just see here. Okay, so I'm just going to edit it again. There's something about this I'm not a fan of. So the colors going together aren't 100% the way I want it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch the row here. And the plan is actually to put a background. So let's just go over here to the background. Whoops. Just want to make sure I get this correct. All right, yeah, no, so here it is. I want to put a parallax. I think actually a parallax, which is when you scroll, it sort of moves as you scroll. And I'm probably going to have it moving a little bit here, not too much. All right, I'm going to drag in a background, a water one. So just wait for that to load up. Ooh, that's huge. That's why it took a while. It's 5 megabytes. So yeah, so that was a full one. I did one that I edited. I made it a little bit smaller. And this one should be a little bit more palatable for size. So it's within 150, so it's 139 kilobytes. So let's save that. And just make sure everything's good. The parallax speed is 1.5. I could adjust it, but I think it's fine. Okay, click close. All right, well, the background looks good, but the color of that, the color doesn't go. It sort of just doesn't go well in the background. So I'm going to change the color of this probably to maybe all white. So let's just do that now. So I'll just drag it in. Okay, and update that. So I'm gonna what I am gonna do is put a white one in there. So I'm just gonna look for it here, drag it into my window. There we go. So you can barely see it because it's white, but it should blend in nice with that coupon. So let's save it, close it. There we go. So there's the coupon and the fisherman there. So I think that looks good. All right, now I got to deal with this space. There's a space in here, and we're gonna have to deal with that next because we either want it to be tugged right up against the banner at the top, or put something else in there. So what I'm gonna do is put this button in here, and I'm just gonna change it. So you saw how I grabbed that button, and we're gonna tell somebody to look below amazing deals, and we'll go ahead and just click on maybe a flat style of a button. Of course, you can play around and keep the theme, the squareness part of the theme. All right, let's pick, let's try that one, or try that color, maybe the classic turquoise, a little bit more neutral. All right, and make the alignment at the center of that for that button. And let's make it large so it's nice and easy to see. And let's set it to full width so the button goes across the whole entire row almost. All right, and now let's animate this. What we want to do is point it to go down. So we're gonna bounce it down in there so that it focuses somebody's attention down on it when they come to the screen, because that's exactly what we're trying to do here. Okay, so, and now when I added the element, it was up there, so I have got to click and drag it above here, which it doesn't want to drag above. That's okay. What we can do is drag the other element down. Where'd it go? Oh, it's still there, but it's just because the animation, you can't see it, like when I hover my mouse, so I can see it there. All right. Let's actually take this row up here and drag it below the other one. So, and it ended up here in this part, so I can now click and drag it up there. There we go. Sometimes you have to play around with it and drag it around, but that's okay. This is how you kind of work with this stuff when it's click and drag. All right, so let's just update that. Apologies for the side there. You can kind of see my Photoshop there. I use Photoshop for my picture editing. Okay, save it. Okay, and now I'm just going to go in here and just check to see what I have. This is the backend editor, and I'm going to set a banner now. So something that hopefully will work with those two things. So let's, I have this boat one in here, so let's give that a try. Let's update that. Okay, and just right click on that permalink just to open it in a new window to see what it looks like. So there we go. It's a nice, cool sort of fishing boats thing up there. But there's something with the transition here between the elements. It just kind of looks, it doesn't look like it goes together. So let's edit this. So what I want to do is change the color of this background. So I'm going to select the row first. We're going to edit that. And we want to make it full width across the whole screen, so it's not a block in the center. So okay, and then now we'll go to design options and change the background color. So let's change it to maybe it should be what I think is a blue. I think because it's all blue there, but something a little bit more darker and neutral to go with the button that'll be over it. So let's try this color here, if I can get it to go. Usually can paste this in here and it works, but we can find one that's close. That's okay. There we go. So I don't know why it's giving me trouble here. So I'll just try that. Okay, it's close. So I'm just gonna maybe just drag this up to where I want it. Sort of a gray green, or sorry, a gray blue. Save it. And sort of a dark color. There we go. I think that looks a little bit better from the transition, but I still have this gap here that I got to deal with. So let's edit the row again. All right, and what we're going to do is shrink the margin in. So I'm going to go say minus 60 pixels. And that'll snug it right up to the bottom there. Okay. And the button's still kind of a little bit far. It'll probably look better when I do it on the front end. So I'm going to update it and actually see what it looks like. Let's see. All right, and we'll close this. Okay, that looks a little bit better from a transition perspective. It's blue, and this kind of leads into it directly into our thing here. I'm still not 100% happy with the look of this. I'm gonna just edit a little bit more and maybe just widen this a little bit. Okay, so I've logged in and I'm now in the ability to edit mode. So I'm just gonna edit with Visual Composer here, and we're just gonna actually increase the space now so that we have this block being a little bit wider. So to do that, I'm just going to go over this. Now, what I want to do is push the element, not the whole block, this whole row, just this piece inside to have a little bit more space on the top and bottom. So I want to click on and edit the element itself. You saw I did that here. And then go to design options. Now I want to increase the top margin to push it down a little bit. So let's do that one. Let's do that one 60 pixels. Let's see what happens when we do that. Might be too much, but we'll see that. Okay, so now we have more gap here. Now let's also do that on the bottom. Let's do that 60 pixels. And we'll save that. Okay. So it's giving a little bit, looks like a little bit more space on the top than the bottom, but let's update it. And let's take a look. So we'll just close this, see how it looks in the front end. Okay, so I think that might look a little bit better. But again, you know what? I'm still not 100% convinced. So let's go ahead and rectify that. I've gone into the back end of this page. So we're editing in the back editor to change the background image. And what I'm going to change it to is this one, which I'm going to load up in here right away, which is basically a banner of the water. I'm going to blend the water in, and we're going to do it like how the other ones are, except this one's going to blend in with the total background of the coupon that we have. So let's just jump over there now. So we've updated it. I'm going to open here. Okay, so now we have the water up here and we have the water down here. I'm actually going to get rid of this middle part. So I'm going to edit this in Visual Composer. Okay, and we should have, I'm just going to delete this all together. And I'm going to take this. Now this has to snug up nice with this one. So we're going to actually change this row. Oops, we just almost duplicated it there. We're going to, hopefully I didn't screw it up here. Okay, yeah. We need to click this button here. And we're going to do this minus 60 pics here on this one, have it snug right up. So it's blended right in the background. So we have our both of our elements, our coupons and catch the deal right here. And we're gonna update this page. I think this is gonna look the best. So there we go. Now what we could do is have this maybe coming in from this side or coming in from the bottom as if he's catching it. And we can also change this parallax here to be a little bit more responsive as this page here is. So we can edit it again and just do some tweaking so that we have a little bit more. So this one here, we're gonna have it come in from the bottom like he's fishing it. So let's do that from the animation. So we said fade in down, that's the entrances. Let's fade in up. Or how about bouncing up? How does that look? Yeah, so there we go. And then let's go to that parallax background that we have. If I could find it here. Oh, that's in, actually that's in this row part. So we're gonna go to the row, edit that. And to do this, we're gonna lower, we can, I believe it's if we lower the parallax speed. Nope, we can't use it that way. Just make sure we have the right image was selected here. Okay, now as you can see, it's gapping up here as well. It's because we're too low. So let's try 1. Okay. So 1, there is no speed at all. So, and I can see that this doesn't match this so well. So we can just zoom it in a little bit more. It was pretty close where it was, but we can just have a little bit. Whoops. Let's see 1.3 there. See how that is. Okay. So there we go. It's not a lot, but it looks, I think, a lot better than it did before. And so if we save that and then close it, it'll come back to the page there. So now we have a nice background here and this catch of the day coupons page, and I think we're going to be done this page now. And if I shrink it in, it should look all right as well. There we go. Excellent. So there we go. We're done the coupons page. We can move on to the next one.